In the fragmentary annals of Ireland in the 11th century, the Vikings who ruled Dublin were divided into two camps: Fine Gael, the light or white foreigners, and Dubh Gael, the dark foreigners. Well, these names had been used in previous records, but in the fragmentary annals they actually tried to explain the meaning here, and they said that the white foreigners were the Norwegians and the dark foreigners were the Danes. But what's interesting here is they actually preferred the Danes to the Norwegians because they said that the Danes were useful to the Irish and partially Christians, whereas the Norwegians were treacherous heathens. Well, there was a group that was worse than the Norwegians, and I'm going to pronounce this terribly, but the Goil Goidil, and they were native Irishmen who fought for the Vikings. Anyway, this distinction between the black foreigner Danes and the white foreigner Norwegians is now largely just assumed to be pseudo-history. They say this meaning was created after the Vikings had already left because the contemporary sources at the time didn't make much distinction between the nationalities. So other theories are now bouncing about. For instance, some people say that it refers to hair colour. However, there's nothing to suggest that Norwegians were overwhelmingly blonde and Danes overwhelmingly dark-haired. Others suggest that it might have something to do with shield colour, but again, this is purely guessing and we don't know if one army had overwhelmingly one colour, whether it be light or dark. However, most Vikings seem to have had multicoloured shields. However, one historian, Alfred Smith, said that Dubh in Finn in fact mean new and old. So the Fine Gael were the Nordic people who had settled in Ireland before the second wave of Nordic arrivals, and the second wave occurred in 851, and the new arrivals slaughtered many of the older Nordic inhabitants, and for a long time a civil war between the Vikings erupted in Dublin. For a long time they would even fight against the local Irish, or sometimes bring them into an alliance. However, because we don't even know what their names mean, we don't know a lot about these wars, and this seems like a historical mystery that needs solving.